This vase looks like it could be Bill Campbell pottery, but it seems to have something going on at the bottom. Let's have a look.
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark and OfferUp.
Today we are at the Goodwill at Rainbow and Cheyenne. It's really, really hot, about 106 degrees in Las Vegas today, and I have a shopping buddy. My son Jake is here. Jake, today I am going to give you $20 that you can use to buy things and resell them. What are you going to look for?
Well, I heard you talking about you're gonna do a cat sale.
I'm doing an all cat whatnot sale in a couple of weeks. That's right. What a good idea.
So I'm gonna look for like mini cats or just cat stuff.
Perfect. So $20 you will have to spend on as many cats as you can find. How many do you think you're going to find?
3.
3. All right. Excellent. On that note, let's go in and see what they have. Let's go thrifting! Jake is absolutely right. We haven't confirmed a date yet, but in a couple of weeks' time, the Niche Lady and I will be having a joint whatnot sale from the Good Stuff thrift store where I have my vintage booth. And the theme is going to be cats. If you're new to Whatnot, it's a very fun auction-based site. You can sign up using my code. I'll put it on the screen below, and they will give you $15 to spend. Let's go inside and see what they have.
I think the color of the week is orange.
Orange? Did you look already? Did you take a look at it? Okay, let's grab a cart. Jake is right. The colour tag of the week is orange, 50% off Tuesday through Sunday, and then on Mondays orange tag go on sale for $1 a piece. Let's make our way back to the hard goods section. Speaking of my vintage booth, I have received many requests, both in the comments and via email, asking me to do a regular segment where I show you what's available for sale in my booth. Even if you can't come out to Las Vegas for a visit, I want to give you the opportunity to shop my shelves. Earlier this week, Miley and I gave my booth a complete overhaul, including all sorts of new items that you may have seen me thrift right here on my channel. If you see something you'd like to purchase, please send me an email, thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. I'll send you an invoice and ship the item right to your door. Here we are in the hard goods section, and straight away I have found this gorgeous hummingbird feeder. It's hand painted with sunflowers, only $4. Many of you ask me what I feed my hummingbirds. It's a very simple sugar solution. 1 cup of sugar to 4 cups of water. I boil the first 2 cups, dissolve the sugar in it, then add 2 cups of cold water. Here is a spritz bird. These are very collectible. This one is the gardener. His name is Kale. $2. Let's absolutely put him in the cart. They sell very, very well for me on eBay. Little set of Japanese bowls here. I love the pattern, but they're very crazed, so I wouldn't want to use them for serving food. Over there is a coaster. It looks to be historical, a cruise ship. Oh, but it's absolutely cracked to pieces. Look at that. What a shame. We'll leave that on the shelf. Let's make our way over here to a less crowded aisle. This is seasonal, Christmas and all sorts of bits. The shelves are piled high for Christmas in July. Another nautical piece, Norwegian Cruise Line. Look at this. It's a globe. showing all the different continents in clear. The ocean part is frosted. I really like that. And cruise line pieces are very collectible. They do sell well for me, especially if they're discontinued and hard to find. Here are a couple of penguins, salt and peppers. Many of you collect penguins, toucans, parrots, so we will absolutely pick these up. They don't have a price, but I'm sure we can get one as we reach the checkout area. I need to put my Thrifting Vegas blanket in this cart. I get so excited as I approach the hard goods that I seem to forget to do that. But let's finish up this shelf, and then I'll have Jake's help putting the blanket in the cart. Oh, look at this owl. He's a Merry Christmas plush owl. I love his sweater wings and back. He's in really nice condition. Only $3. Look at him. Let's add him to our treasures. What else do we have up here? All sorts of holders and tins and trees and baskets. I really like these trees up here. We saw them last time and they are $6 a piece, and that's just a bit much for me for resale. Lots of ornaments, some ornaments in baggies here. I always say do look through the baggies. You never know what's in there, and just one ornament can cover the cost of the bag and make you a really nice profit. Whoop! Did you see that? That was such a great save. Many of you have asked me if I could possibly stand a little bit further back so you can see the whole shelf. I do my best, but sometimes it's so crowded in the aisle that I have to scooch in. I'm always picking things up, moving things aside, making sure I see everything on the shelf. Back here is a little Santa gnome. Unfortunately, lots of his sequins are missing on his hat, so we'll leave him where he is. Over here is a very 80s style tin with geese and ribbons, a porcelain Santa music box, and a 'Tis the Season mug here. Box style. The handle is sadly cracked. All sorts of ornaments, canisters, and florals. Jake is over here. He spotted the vintage glass shade we saw last time and a Frosty the Snowman cookie jar. That is fun, right? And his nose isn't broken. There's more baggies here. Oh, this one has some Raymond Briggs the Snowman ornaments. This was one of my favorite books when I was younger, and we are definitely going to pick this one up for $6. There are several in the bag. They look to be in great condition with no chips or cracks, so we'll pop them into our cart. Back here, some hand-decorated glass ornaments and a box. I love peeking in boxes. Let's see what's inside. These are chopstick holders. They are ceramic, nice quality. Look to be brand new in the box, but unfortunately they are asking $6, which is just a bit steep for me for resale. I expect those would sell $15 to $20. Here we are in the mug section, and I wanted to share this with you. I recently had a comment on one of my videos asking me why in the world anybody would want to buy a grossed used mug at a thrift store or on eBay or any of the other online selling platforms. Believe it or not, many people do buy their mugs this way. They may need to complete a set, add to their set, or replace a beloved mug that has got dropped or broken. And it did occur to me, and I had to have a giggle, that this person must never go out to eat at a restaurant, stay at a hotel, go on a cruise, or go to anybody else's house where they would have to use a gross used mug. So if you are one of the lucky ones who is aware that coffee mugs can be washed, disinfected and cleaned every time, pat yourself on the back and go buy your next mug at a thrift store. I like the atomic camper mug at the front and the florals on this one, but unfortunately neither of them are ever such good quality and will chip easily. I really try to get the best quality mugs, pottery or heavy ceramic, because mugs go through an awful lot on a day-to-day basis and you really don't want to get one that is going to chip. It's a bit different if you're just using them for display, but if you're using them for your daily coffee, then you want one that's ever such good quality. We are going through the shelves here, just having a look for anything that jumps out at us. And suddenly we are in the glassware, all sorts, different shapes, sizes, styles, the odd pop of colour here and there. The store is really busy today, but I'm taking advantage of the fact that there's no one else in this aisle at the moment to take a step back and give you a good view of the whole shelf. Lots and lots, as you can see. Not many sets today, just mostly singles, which is great if you need to complete a set or replace a broken piece. We're in the brown aisle, shelves and wood, plaques and signs. And I was just told that they are going to be restocking these shelves very shortly. Carts will be wheeled out full of laundry baskets with new treasures to go out onto these already full shelves. It's very, very exciting. Hopefully we can get a little sneak peek before they actually put things on the shelf. It's a little placement frame. That's fun. A great thing to look for while you're thrifting is picture frames. Frames can be repurposed, the picture they have in them replaced. If you go to buy a frame in a store, they're really, really expensive, and they make wonderful gifts if you have photographs and a beautiful vintage or new frame from a thrift store. It makes a wonderful birthday or Christmas gift. Look at this phenomenal feather. This would look wonderful on a photo wall, wouldn't it? It has a double hanger hole there, and it's only $3. A white feather, nice quality. So let's pop that into our cart. Jake found a new keyboard. He loved the red color, so I said that he could pop that into our cart as well. Let's keep going on the shelf here. More signs and baskets. Little fall pumpkin is still there. Picnic basket up top. Lots and lots of different items. Storage racks and cubbies. I'm going to reach through back here to grab this trinket box. It's a little VW bug. Ceramic. And it has a big heap of lovely flowers on top. It's so unique. Let's definitely grab that. Jake has found his first cat for our upcoming cat-themed whatnot sale. She's a plush, she's so cute, and she is $3 on half-off orange tag sale. The second half of this aisle is wire and metals. And here we have a brass carousel horse, $5 in nice condition. And there's also a little train here. These would be wonderful in a Christmas display. Toy themed, really, really fun. And you don't often see either of these pieces in brass. So let's definitely grab those. We'll find a spot in the cart for them and have a look-see if there are any more. There are more. 2 baggies. This one has apples and pictures in it, and this one, swans and a planter box. The baggies are $6 a piece, but when you count the pieces in the bag, there are more than 6. So that's less than $1 per piece. I am definitely going to grab these to go along with our carousel horse and our engine. Let's take this one as well. What else can we find on this shelf? Our usual candle holders, racks. Look at the detail on this little candlestick. It's a triple taper holder, really, really delicate. It's only 99 cents. I wish there was another one to make a pair, but let's put this into our cart and we'll keep an eye out. You never know, it might be somewhere on another shelf. We'll keep going. Some baskets up here, a flower hook, racks. Here is a tidbit tray. It looks to be copper, but it's very thin. Not as good a quality as I would like to see. Here is a little votive turtle candle holder. He's absolutely lovely. He has a sort of island theme, just $2. I love his black and brown, and the candle will form his shell. We will definitely take him. Here's a little metal birdhouse. Planter. More candle holders here. Sconces and wall decor. This vase looks like it could be Bill Campbell pottery, but it seems to have something going on at the bottom. Let's have a look. It's $4, has what appears to be a student signature on the bottom, and it's hard to know whether somebody has sheared off the bottom or added a clay to it. Nevertheless, I absolutely love the purple color. I love the drippy glaze, the fact that the inside is fully glazed here. So I am going to take that home with me. Let's pop it in the corner and keep going. As I always say, if there is one thing you like, do have a look. There may be more. This is a lovely hurricane shade. Always challenging to find the right size shade for your hurricane. Another beautiful one here. I love the ruffle top of this, and look at the white pattern on it. It's hard to know whether that is contemporary or vintage. It's in really nice condition. Clear glass up here. One of my lovely subscribers suggested that if you own a flower shop, a really good way to help the environment and save some money is to buy your vases from Goodwill. They're just a couple of dollars, and rather than see them go into the landfill, you could bring them a new lease on life. Here is a beautiful piece of milk glass. I love the diamond shape pattern on that. Nice and tall. I don't want the flowers, so I am going to scooch those out of the vase like that and leave them on the shelf and take this vase with me. They've just started wheeling out brand new carts to restock the shelves here. In this laundry basket, there is a vintage candle shade. Look at the colors on this. I am almost willing to bet that this is Amberina and it will glow under a black light. We'll take that one. There's another one here in amber. 99 cents a piece. In a minute, we'll have Jake shine my black light on the glass and we can see if it glows. Over here is a really cute little planter. Look at this girl with her glasses and her pink lips. She's only $2. We will take her as well. Let's keep going in these baskets to see what else they have. Lots of mugs, a little shot glass here. Our Goodwill friend loading the treasure here walked by with the basket. I noticed there were more of these Amberina candle holders in it. I think we got them all. There is a Golden Knights hockey player here. I think this is Flurry. I do have this one in my inventory and he is $6, so I am going to leave this one. Jake is here with our black light. He is going to shine it on the Amberina candle holder, and the cadmium element in the glass is making it glow a fiery orange. Let's try another one here. This one is the flower. That lights up too. We have an amber one. That's not going to do anything. One more Amberina. Yes, look at that. These are vintage and stunning. We're making our way over to the kitcheny bits, and on this end here are two candle holders. They look to be glass. They don't have the brilliant sparkle of crystal or lead crystal. They don't have the weight either. No signature. They are 99 cents. Although pretty, I think we'll leave those on the shelf. Here are the kitcheny bits. Down here is a beautiful piece. This is a taper candle holder, and it might even fit the little peg Amberina and amber candle holders we just found. It's $3. It's very unique. You can put candles and little decorative bits in it, or even use it as a candy dish, as long as you don't like the candles. Let's keep going on the shelf here and see what else we can find. All sorts of clear glass and bottles, bowls and dishes, baking dishes, and canisters. Up here is a big serving dish. It's divided. We saw it last time. Really big and heavy, and I don't have room for it in my booth at the moment, so we'll leave it for someone else. This pattern looks like a vintage refrigerator box, but it is a modern piece, a modern lidded canister, wire closure, sweet little juice jug here. More cruise line items. A vintage rolling pin. I usually only pick up the rolling pins that are signed or interesting and designed. This is a pink dish. Again, I have a lot of pink glass in my booth waiting to sell, so we'll leave that one on the shelf. Some canisters. I like the green of this. What is this? It's a soup bowl, milk jug, plaid canisters there, more wire closure canisters behind. Up top we have some cookware, frying pans. I think we looked at this tray before, melamine tray. All sorts of kitcheny bits, odds and ends, bowls, more canisters, little teapot back there with pansies, we are into the pots and pans and lids, cookware, bakeware, coffee pots, and travel mugs. This is a Keurig coffee pot. And on the end here, after all the travel mugs, are the little odds and ends, utensils and tools, flatware, napkin rings, some really big stacks of stone coasters here. Somebody must have been really particular about their coasters. What's in here? This says cheese and butter knives. 2 boxes of those. Unfortunately, we can't see what they look like because they're all taped up. Another new cart of treasures has been wheeled out, and I am having a little peek because I think we need one more of the Amberina floral peg candle holders. I'm not seeing it in these bins, but knowing Goodwill, it could show up at any time. We are going to take a stroll down the platters, plates, bowls and serveware aisle to see what we can find. I'm always on the lookout for uranium glass dishes, anything old English, vintage pieces. These are fun little measuring cups in the shape of veggies. As I lift them up, they're quite lightweight, though not ever such good quality, and I think they might chip quite easily. So I'm going to leave those. Big turkey platter down there. It's a deviled egg dish in a vintage style, but a contemporary piece. These look like Volksgraf. What else can we find? So many pretty pieces, all different colours, different styles. Those saucers look quite vintage. Oh, those are, they fooled me. Those are melamine plates. Did you see how they shot up when I lifted them? As are these sweet little are they coasters or tea bag, butter pat dishes, whatever you would like. One more Christmas aisle to check through. A little gnome and his toadstool here. This is a tea light holder, probably a Big Lots piece. But I have spotted an arts heart. Look at that. You can see the key hole in the back. This one is a cardinal. Many of you collect cardinals, so we will definitely pick this up. Because we found that art heart in the first baggie of ornaments, I'm going to check the other bags carefully. Just on the off chance that there are some more, let's pick up this stocking and keep going. There's an elf hat. Some more ornaments and a plush Santa. I'm moving everything around to the side, making sure I see everything. Sweet little trinket box. Green and red hurricane. In this baggie, there are some more of the peg candles. These are pink. I think we're going to just stick with the Amberina candle holders for now and see how they do. Lots and lots of mugs over here, plates and dishes, all sorts of Christmas bits. Oh, over here are 2 little white houses. These look really lovely with glass Christmas trees or bottle brush trees. They actually have little lights inside and you can flip the switch. I believe they're on a timer and they light up. They're really nice. They could do it with a little wipe over. Why don't we see if they light up first? Let's flip that one. I saw some sort of flash on that one. There's one all lit up, really pretty. Let's see if we can. There we go. Oh, that one's not sure that it wants to light up. Let's do it again. One more baggie to check here. It's got some candles in it. Jake has only found the one plush cat, so he has decided he wants to spend some of his money on this Christmas red and green lantern. I think that's a good choice, babe. It's a really nice one. Let's do that. What else have you got? A baggie. Oh, Christmas ornaments. Those are ballet shoes. Those are really nice, actually. There's 4 in there and a little teddy with a stocking. I think that's a good find as well. In my last video, we found this Varktersbach mug, and unfortunately it's got a big chip above the handle. I just can't leave it behind again. I can't bear the thought of it going in a landfill, so it's going to be a project piece. I must have missed this on my first go around the store, a made in England crystal serving bowl. Always have a look at these because, as you can see, the rim is silver. Most of the time they're silver plate, but occasionally, just occasionally, they can be sterling. This one says silver plate, made in England. It is a beautiful bowl though, would look gorgeous with fruit salad or a trifle. So Jake, I think we've just about seen everything, don't you? He said, Mum, are you ready to take a stroll through the artwork? We are here in the lamp section having a look. Here's a very 1980s base. We've got our blue checks and our stenciled apples, very farmhouse themed, an older cord. No finial, unfortunately. What else have we got? Quite a pretty shade with flowers. Some beads, an iron. Into the small electronics we go. Waffle makers and panini makers. Some mixers. Small frames here. This is a pretty butterfly. It's made of curled paper. The art is paper quilling. It's very fiddly. Unfortunately, it's lost its antennae there, but it is quite a nice piece. Let's see what else we have. I'm looking for original pieces. This is definitely a print. Also looking for nice frames, vintage pieces, needlework, stitchery, crewel. Here is a piece of cross stitch, I believe. It's Christmassy. Santa and animals. That's really lovely. It's nicely done. I'm not sure I would have chosen a red frame. It competes with Santa's suit a bit, but that could be easily changed. Let's keep going and see what else we can find. Here is a glass clock. And onto the larger pieces of art. If this was truly a vintage clock, it would definitely be a piece I would pick up. It is a contemporary reproduction made in plastic. All sorts of canvases and prints over here. Sometimes you need to look closely to be sure if this was original. It would be fabulous. It is, unfortunately, a print. Canvases and mirrors. This is an interesting piece back here. It looks like it's a modern piece created out of vintage parts. There's a stained glass mirror at the bottom there. And hooks, possibly to be a coat rack. It's extremely big and heavy. I'm just trying to show you down there. One of the hooks is missing, possibly. Looks like there's some empty holes. don't really want to deal with that today. If I had a space in my booth on the wall, I might consider it, but I have a full car today and it's super big and heavy. Lots of modern pieces. Let's have a peek in the furniture. We've got televisions and speakers, chairs and couches. That's a fun print. Over here is a very old piece of furniture. Chest of drawers. Let's have a close look. You can always tell the age of a piece by looking inside at how the drawers are put together. If they're old, they'll be nailed like this one, or dovetailed where the pieces of wood are interlocked. The hardware is quite vintage or antique. The piece isn't especially good quality. However, it is very old. Here on my table is everything we found at Goodwill. Bandit is here. He is napping on the Thrifting Vegas tote bag and knocking things down with his tail. Hi, B. First, we have our beautiful Princess House taper candle holder. It's in lovely condition. I paid $3 for it. It holds 3 miniature tapers here, or you could use it as a candy dish or potpourri dish, or even for little ornaments. I'm going to ask $15. Next is this very unique feather. It hangs on the wall. It has 2 little holes for nails. You could actually hang it horizontally or vertically, and I think it would be really lovely breaking up a photo wall. I paid $3 for it. I am going to ask $18. This is the sweetest little turtle tea light holder. It's made of metal, very rustic, Hawaiian looking, Polynesian. If you have a tiki bar or tiki design in your home, it's ideal. I paid $2 for it. I am going to ask $12. Next, this beautiful paperweight. It is a globe. It shows all the continents of the earth, and it is marked Norwegian Cruise Line, Norwegian Crown 1997 Europe Latitudes Cruise. If you're lucky enough to have been on this cruise or any cruise with the Norwegian Cruise Line, this makes a great memento. Really weighty, solid glass. The continents are clear. The remainder is frosted, and it is a magnifying glass. So if you put it on an item and look through, it does magnify the lettering for you. I paid $2 for it. I am going to ask $18. I absolutely love this modern style of planter. This girl has lovely glasses and beautiful pink lips. I paid $2 for her, and I am going to ask $15. On the other end of the spectrum, we have here a gorgeous milk glass vase. I believe this is an E.H. Brody piece. E.O. Brody. I love the diamond design on it. I paid $3 for it. I am going to ask $12. This was my first find of the trip. It's an absolutely lovely hummingbird feeder. It's hand painted with a sunflower. It's got 4 little hummingbird flowers with bee guards to stop the bees getting into your sugar water. I paid $4 for it. I am going to ask $22. I thought this piece was a trinket box, this lovely Volkswagen bug, but now I think that it is actually a cookie jar. It is a Max Sarah piece, $4 I paid for it, and online they are selling for $35. This was Jake's find, a little cat for our upcoming Whatnot sale. She's absolutely lovely. He was lucky enough to find an orange tag, half off, so he paid $3 of his money. And I estimate this girl will go between $12 and $15. She is a LOL surprise, and I love her little neon sneakers. Over here is another of Jake's finds. I passed right over it because I didn't realize that it's actually a gorgeous oil lamp. Half of the panes of glass are red and the others are green, so when this lights up, it's going to let out a really lovely Christmassy glow. The oil lamp actually unscrews from the bottom for easy filling with oil, and yeah, he did a good job on that. He paid $4 and I expect it to bring $25 to $30. Next we have a lovely plush owl doorstop. He says Merry Christmas. He's quite weighty. I think he has sand in the base. He's embroidered with Merry Christmas, and he has lovely wool sweater ears and wings. I paid $3 for him. I am going to ask $15. Keeping on the Christmas theme, we have our lovely brass pieces here. First, the engine. Now, I think this was originally mounted on a piece of marble. It has 2 little prong areas here. It's not marked legibly otherwise, but I have a feeling it is quite old. There is one mounted on brass listed for $100 online. I paid $3 for this one. I am going to ask $25. This is another lovely Christmas piece. It's a carousel horse in brass, very detailed, mounted on wood with a metal accent here. I thought it was paint at first, but it's actually inlaid metal, really nice quality. It has a velvet base. I paid $5 for it, and I, again, am going to ask $25. I was so excited, I just got through explaining during the video how I look for stitchery and needlework, and I found this lovely Santa with all the animals cross-stitch. Absolutely love the polar bear. I want to zoom in on his face for you because he's just fabulous. Santa has birds, the lamb, teddy bear, and a penguin down here. I paid $2 for it, and I am going to ask $35. Next, we have the little bits that came in the baggies. The lovely cashier at Goodwill popped these in with the snowman baggie. So we got these salt and peppers. They are marked on the bottom. Let's see if I can zoom in and see what that says. The mark says Fiji's, and I am going to ask $15 on those. Next is this gorgeous Christmas ornament. It's been handmade from sequins and push pins. It has a spectacular, what was probably a brooch in the center and a little band for hanging. The detail is absolutely stunning. I am going to ask $15 on that. Included in the bag was this teddy bear in a stocking. Absolutely lovely. I am going to ask $8 on him. Next we have Raymond Briggs book character, the snowman here. There are 4 porcelain ornaments. They're absolutely lovely, marked 1985, made in England. There. I paid $5.99 for each of these bags, and I am going to ask $25 on the ornaments. I was lucky enough to find 2 whole bags of brass in addition to the carousel horse and the engine. In the first one there were these 2 little pitchers, solid brass, quite weighty, and these apples, which are actually little bells. The pitchers are marked Russ, as are the swans, and I am presuming, oh, they are, the apples are the same. All of these are Russberry products. As I say, I paid $6 for each of the brass bags, and I am going to ask $8 per piece on the brass items. I really hope that the swans will go together. They look lovely in a grouping. You could use them as ring holders or just as a display. But they are definitely vintage and just pieces that you don't find very often. Back here we have 2 sets of ballet slipper ornaments. They are tied together at the top with silky ribbon. Just beautiful. They have lovely beads sewn to the points. And I am going to ask $18 for each set. Over here is what I believe is a wall mount match holder. It is again brass. It is stamped Wilton, and I am going to ask $25. Back here is one of my favorite pieces. This is an art heart featuring a cardinal for Christmas with the word joy. Now these art hearts are lovely. They have a key in the back, and you can either hang them up and have the key dangling down, or you pop the key in the back here and it serves as a stand to stand the art heart up on display. Lovely, lovely piece. It was included in one of the bags I got for $6, and I am going to ask $15. These Spritz birds are very, very popular. This is the gardening bird. His name is Kale. He is a 2023 bird. Now, these are only usually available for a limited time, and once they sell out, they sell out. I paid $2 for Kale, and I am going to ask $15. over here are our vintage peg candle holders. As we saw in the video, these two are beautiful amberina. They are cadmium glass. They light up under a black light. Absolutely gorgeous. I will actually pop and get my black light now and show you again how lovely they are. This one is a single. I did try to see if there was another. I couldn't find one. This is a beautiful tulip flower. And stand by and I'll show you with the black light again. As you can see, the cadmium fluoresces a vibrant flame orange all over here. Just going to turn one over and see if the inside fluoresces as well. It's actually just mostly on the outside. So if you have a black light cabinet, these would look absolutely stunning inside. I paid 99 cents each for them. I am going to ask $12 on the amber ones, $15 on these hobnaily ones, and this one goes for a little bit more. I believe I found it $35 online. I am going to ask $30 on the tulip. Back here we have our two little light up houses. These look gorgeous with glass Christmas trees or bottle brush trees in a display, almost like a little mini village, except they are very mid-century, very modern looking. I paid $2 for them. I am going to ask $15 for the pair. So I am such a softie, and I had to rescue the Voucher Spark mug here. This is one of my favorite Christmas serveware designs. This tree with the candles and balls. They always look like snow to me. Sadly, as we saw, this has a big chip above the handle, but I am going to create something amazing and put some sort of display in it that will cover up this unfortunate chip. I couldn't bear the thought of it going in a landfill. I paid 99 cents for it, and here we are. This is a lovely little mini candlestick. I'm not sure what it's made of. Possibly silver plate. It is marked Hong Kong, definitely vintage, just lovely. The detail is spectacular. It again, just like our Princess House bowl, is made for 3 little tapers. Actually, the 2 would look nice grouped together. You could even put this one inside and have 6 tapers surrounding it. I paid 99 cents for it, and I am going to ask $22. Last but not least, here is our mystery vase. This vase is super duper heavy. It looks like the work of Bill Campbell to me. It has drippy glaze, it's somewhat crazed, beautifully finished inside and out. The mystery is the base. It really looks like somebody has scraped away what is usually a pedestal lip on Bill Campbell pieces. Scraped away and then signed at the bottom. I believe it says Matthew Science, maybe? PH 111308. So I'm not sure if Matthew altered a piece what the assignment was, but there we go. It still is a really impressive piece, and I felt it was worth picking up. I paid $4 for it, and with the alteration, I'm not going to say damage because it was clearly an alteration and signed, I'm going to ask $28. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our trip to Goodwill and the haul. If you see anything you're interested in purchasing, please send me an email, thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your address, the item you're interested in, and your offer. Do stay tuned. I have got some fun footage of my vintage booth. Miley and I did an overhaul of my booth on Monday. We moved things around, brought loads of new treasures in, and made it look stunning and beautiful. I did before and after footage. And again, if there's anything you're interested in purchasing from my booth, do send me an email. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. You don't have to, but it really increases my channel's reach, and I so appreciate your support. I'll see you next time. Bye. Today we are at the Good Stuff thrift store. We are doing a complete overhaul of my vintage. It's me, and the lovely Miley is here to help me. She's going to be doing pricing and sticking and cleaning and arranging.
Yes, ma'am.
It's very exciting. As you can probably see, we have a car full. It's absolutely loaded up to the max. I couldn't fit anything else in it. A lot of it is really fragile, so we're going to have to be careful. The parking lot is ever so busy. I'm not sure why, because the Good Stuff store is closed on Mondays, open Tuesday through Saturday. But I guess we'll go in and find out what's going on. We'll see you in a minute. So apparently we are getting a new air conditioning unit in the Good Stuff thrift store. As you can see, it's currently dangling over the roof and probably going in through the roof. There it goes. It's 112 degrees at the moment here in Vegas, and it looks like it's going to be warm inside. So I am making the most of the first trip here, carrying in this exceptionally fragile Dresden lace piece. I didn't even put it in a box because these lacy bits, even if you breathe on them, they break. So here we go into the Good Stuff thrift store. We might have to knock on the door if it's locked here. Please knock. Can you knock? We are here at the Good Stuff thrift store. We've got celebrities, Danny, the niche lady, here's Betsy. She's going to give us a wave in a second. There she is. Miss Miley all ready to work. And what I'm going to do is give you a quick before shoot look of my booth, and then we will do an after when we've revamped the whole thing. I know you've seen this before. Let's just do a quickie. If you see anything you would like to purchase, all these items, even though they might be moved around or put back into storage, they will still be available for purchase. When you have a booth, it's very important to move things around, switch things out, keep it new and interesting. And I haven't been as good at that as I should have been. is our before look. All of this is going to be changed around and switched out. And here we have glass and crystal. I might not do too much changing of this, maybe just a few adds and takes away. So I just wanted to give you a little during clip. Hey, nobody said that this was going to be easy. It's chaos. Hi, baby girl.
That's all I told her. That son of a bitch knew exactly what he was doing. How could she not see through it? How does everyone not see through